Krum, Winner Sports, Kadadrin Kokomu, or Microsoft Information Center in Foam, Jakasem Information Center Dunkwa Jakasem, Messiah Information Center Oxford, Barra Information Center, Gallery Information Center Kwajoko Apia, and Abosomai local radio so ewo in Foam.
Abo awia dum yenu mamu nyina mo ha o man tiasman gro Ghana de hia yeso mo ni asomo so mpa madawro mantini da so ha yi na ensem piensi o my Ghana mu yasem waso so kama wasem ni adawro ma na wode ama yensem yemfa mesom awia boy mu na we no ketewe sinye dodo wura na enso ni sefa tande hia bia no wonsa beka yentie mu nia edi kan bia yi ene se NDC amanyoko no kire mu kire se se wo mu din a wo mo ba yaresa eto bete aye ohanitemu edunu wombe yefri ho de da bet so no
na eya so afọ na hwe bambọ nsem so ewo ban Ghana mu Dominic Netiwo wono so kasa kire eye ECOWAS mperfo se wo monta sidin hwe ni jense nsem mu yie na fe pumasibra no omunsi
na ewosa ni je ho nsensem ya na Professor Paul Frempong Manson wodna nkane no na woye dwemten de ma Pentecostal Charismatic Council ekuonum na wose sese na safo na ayekwase yemfo mo nko no wo mo adwene ho nipa se ni kokum wo mo woni je na yenso ye de ndodo se ni bewu
asen south amane ne kire se ekwanya enyenti no ema pinfo no de bia no na chese omapon
na womu a eye cyber security authority ka say sa cyber security service ni nyina no huebe ebobosumi da atwato na mo register yen sa de asamato mu
ensem we enya hofo bi ena owijia kase ye de eba enso abesomo na eye Facebook no ene Facebook no na say akiki bake ajegon ewie sam akoni adu no bibia nkoyie ejode ekọ eye YouTube na ate technician for no sama hwe no mama me Facebook na dwuma be dim wadwuma mu no hu mama me Facebook ni fama yen me ba chonti ko YouTube YouTube no eye Denkyiraman TV won mo na se nde ye twagu won pa nyasam keto akura me pa YouTube Denkyiraman TV afei eye TikTok ne so eye Denkyiraman Radio Instagram ne Denkyiraman eye 1 and afei Twitter ne so eye Denkyiraman 1 na onsono akọ ne apekase na tiensem ne bi modern Ghana so de na wabo ahyem Denkyiraman eye radio na wabo ahyem 91.9 FM no wabo che insu ase de na won se tumi aka na se no koma kwa wodo a awia yi na ebo ansema no ede besomu
eno any blue and white pill pharmaceutical shop mpacho okọ atechemu a dunko atechemu no wa yamfre kwantempon yi so a ajadu abron sign mu a na obehu blue and white pills pharmacy America ho asemi mpacho aduro no se doctor na atwama wo wa na pabiato ni papa mu ni yiye yonko ade ene ho na kameka fama se kọ wa ye mesre wara na obi ankwa nkobu anfa aduro bi atwam ankoma ho wo be se wo ye test bi ase bi anyinsan mu etidi yare anase bi a se srade aba oni paduam ni ade so a sanhwemu ni nyina no blue and white pills pharmacy eyebi enu nti bombade ne frɛ won bra wadu atechembia na oho ne kese enso won hyɛ da hunu ba bia number no ye 0257 507 979 na yenye woso woto aduro ho wi a ya pensuo me yenu ne fa no waduro nsanse na yensu kroje efin bia nim aye special ice natural mineral water ena bell aqua mpacho suo me yenu die medi ho adanse prɛ ko fɛ sɛ wonnom a wo ha obi ani akire ena afei so de soma ho ho a mache sɛ wo monika sɛ wo mo ba odwabo ase enu nti ya no wanom special ice mineral water any bell aqua number was our friend 0545 805 261 insuye dodo mu tupa ne de wobadu nkwawa ya no obadu nkwa soro ehwo de nya yira kwan kra nyusudi na wo ba ye wolidi abotwe draso anim ho na say Prince Bar ya wo bi woti ho no wa na obetimi anya insuye bi ne wato se ebia wota apose wani wuyem ta hwie mu ana ekwe mu ana ba wuzi ta ye ya pa ya na wota wansi ubo wanketekete wanum wadro bia enko ekoko na ye osanom mpato ya no wanum givers cool capsules wunya bi na wonom a eno wan no ba no berema nom na yi koko ni nyina afiri ho umini mu akwan na krekrekre ni nyina no ebejai na afi nso wi a wo ye berema de a wanum givers cool capsules na wie no na wanum givers power capsules menka ho asem biem wo ye berema apese ugina se berema de a na ye nkotwe wani so enkotwe wo nkodi watemu wori nchie de a ya no wanum givers power capsules aka ho wai wawie afi eba ne se etiri yare ha wadwen aye typhoid odwun so no aye se de John de sache wo no a bomba nenom givers herbal mixture wawie afedodo motuo no momomode nkwa na se wia mensa obenya bi ato jo ahen wo bi wo ho sambote bi wo ho drugstore bi wa bi no fe number we na ekra ne fa bi mrew 0543222470 na etu ndro ni bi mpachaw bosompo ebeto abo ne ambesa me kire wo nyina ne se cooperative credit union nyina ba ye nom na de edimo sahene Dunkwa Area Teachers Cooperative Credit Union emfinhye aduanan ensom agina wonan so gbadwuma peme savings account shares accounts child education accounts na se bia fixed deposit ani yebra na yensom wo wohia besia wo de koye adwuma anase bia wode to anwoma sua so akomiem anai bia wode ko bobra bia no a ne nyina no Dunkwa Area Teachers Cooperative Credit Union na wura ye guest house wode a esani na sese nka kodwo metina ha bia kirewo sanse ho fe ho yakono wode soma ho mo kwa no mo se hwe wo mo chi na ne nyina mu no bomode ne frɛ 0332 228000 wenum ena ejina yachi sanse atudro nkwa nkuma boa desa akorabo ka ho awia yimidinti ohene ejekum tabono mene
Obidumpie owusu edwomi na okochoice hotela miam chochomcho emekololi lolike wa biatum enya samketo miya mefrem ne bedin kumo wa chire hono miam chochomcho no emekololi lolike is no
chochomcho no ai fe no obi amode obi
antumi mu menso mami e ofiti ase wa hu ana menko yankwai na yakwade na isa Dr. Osai Wadichum so afo ne hwe humaso ansam so ena ode nsam kakran so no abato Ghana fo animu na wapanyini nsam a wakanyina no tiawa wo kyesa ene Ghana besha virtual high school eno monde so ebeboade ene san wo kyesa abefo ntentam video so kwan Ghana de hye ne Ghana de suafo befa so am wo mo besua de so awa abefo ntentam video so no wo mo de eba so ababahwim ase kwamilumba de abebum no what ase na se online addition ebinu no uwie ya na se wo so no watumi abavramu certificate na ne so etumi ekurawo na wapanyi ade nsam tudwa na watu aso no na wo kyesa ho empemprande ne ho nkeka ho nyina no wo mo eboa no adechania de sua nyina no enso betumi afone ntoma pafra ewo mamu etinu edi sa eye dwuman na wowie no kura no na wo kyesa se ebasa abafo kwaso ye de humasua enso gu akwamu a enso betumi abo wo se emna so se wo man Ghana kwan fa so yesua de no enso yesisemu kakra enso ewo omayimu wo de sansema nyina tudwa ewo eye second national distance learning conference koso ewo enkramantem ho na eye Dr. Wasaya Edichum so afo na hwe humasua nsem so wo de sansemi enso tudwa wo kire Ghana fo mu kwan so a wo mo ebedi sadwuma no ama abafo kwan so no yesua ade
to announce to you the first time publicly that we are going to develop and begin the Ghana Virtual High School. The Virtual High School will give opportunity for our youth to enroll virtually and complete high school online. And then high schools are also going to use the instruction and resources on the Virtual High School, improve teaching and learning in their schools. If we have a top performing teacher, for example, at Presec, who are very famous for science, that teacher can teach the whole country virtually synchronous in real time. Other teachers will stop their instruction and pay attention to what the great instructor from Presec will be teaching. After that, they can do all the activities and then continue from there. So instead of training and waiting for more teachers to be trained to become great instructors, you leapfrog inequality by extending the services of one great instructor to all high schools in the country.
Eni egotie yen aye Dr. Osaya Wadichum ode ensem atu dwana watu aso na chesem wasan echemu se Ghana fo mode America kra bi munya mo honto ase entobase na wakani nyina kokogina se America kra bi yebenya eye aerospace enafe aviation academy makuma aduonu 20 ewo eye mantem du se nyina o ma Ghana no mo na se humeso ni pega akona ni mo enesa
And we are going to now transition from being an engineering club into an aerospace and aviation academy. We are creating about 16 of them across the country. Every region going to have one at minimum. So there will be about 20 aerospace and aviation academies. We are working with Duval High School in Maryland, the United States. We have looked at the aviation program, and it's something that we'll be able to build on. We're going to begin something that will bring students from West Africa to come to high school here in Ghana. Begin to look at how best we can develop the aviation aerospace industry on manned aircraft. We've got an interest expressed by the Minister for Defense. We're going to be working with the Ghana Air Force. Zipline has also expressed interest. So what I want you to know is that innovation and transformation is possible in Africa. We have begun something that will transform our fortunes. How do we extend this to other places in the country? Digital distance learning. All that we are saying is this: there's more to be done in digital learning.
For Doctor was say ya wadi chu was so for hwe humesan sem so my Ghana and na wadi nsemi etu dwa wa kire mu kwan befa so so a won beye no.
Na Cyber Security Authority wono na bombode na moboa hwese womo a enam huntehunu kwan so abefo kwan so a wono ye nnwuma ahodo o my Ghana bo hekra nom na ebia yesi yebie website ni ade na obi abwa wuram bo se wodi abonfo sem ewom ni ade na no adakora firi nkran eba na otwe ye mu mpo ene ba yese wokọ eye municipal ba ko a womo chese womo linka womo de ye adwuma nom kofo bia bo wom kra se womo de bo ahyawu no mo kro munya hu ye we mu nyina na yade a eka ho biem na Cyber Security Authority say womo ma eye cyber security services ni nyina providers no womo ma womo akosi huebe bobosum ye de enum de toso aduasa se obia no mommodin se ubenya tumi krata aye licenses anase accreditation se wo mommodin na wo anyi bi ne didim kakra krasa kowiemu bobosum de toso aduasa na de se wo no wo wo se wo ye cyber security service provider intebane sa no ana wo se ye yu free ho na afi nsukran ye ma emra ene wo edie na ensem yi a wonu tu dwa no Director General with that Cyber Security Authority anom na wokasa ye din Dr. Albert Entry na wo kire ensem no mu sei ma ye.
The CSA has afforded the cybersecurity service providers, establishment and professionals a grace period until the end of September, 30th September 2023, within which to obtain a license or accreditation, following which public sector institutions will be required to engage the service providers, establishments and professionals licensed and accredited by the CSA in compliance with the cybersecurity law. So please, just a bit of clarity. Process is still ongoing, but I understand, and by the advice we receive from our legal in-houses, by the end of September, starting 1st of October, any entity that offers cybersecurity services in Ghana without the license, at least either a provisional license to start with, that will be a breach of the law. And that is where we are seeking collaboration with the PPA to enforce. We still have the end of this month and the full month of September to comply. If you don't have a license, you cannot. That's what the law says. You cannot operate the cybersecurity service. So if you operate, then it means you are breaking the law, and the law will have to take its own course. The census means if, let's say, you've done some work illegally and earned some money, that money will be collected through the legal process by way of administrative penalties to you. But it does not end up there. Of course, this will certainly also be a criminal breach, isn't it? That you have broken the law, and there will be criminal sanctions, including potential jail term.
Na eni ayeti no Dr. Albert Entry wona wode nsemi tu yasan se wona Director General Edema Cyber Security Authority CSA eni twentia efren wo na enam se enhoho ese besin so akono nti ho na yeni fi no ba sa no ne koba yese Owura Frank Mante CEO Edema Public Procurement Authority yese aban no se obehwe na ibeto bibia no a na yese wo mo na esi wo mo na so na wo chem je se anamon a Cyber Security for A2 Authority A2 ne de wo mota wo machi pa ko ban sa no a ma asumdua batiti pa na wo ne na mabefo kwan so nnwuma wo mai Ghana mu no
to contribute to
overall objective of the Public Procurement Authority as found under Section 2 of the Public Procurement Act to harmonize the process of procurement to ensure judicious and effective use of state resources and to ensure that all procurement is acted in a fair, transparent and non-discriminatory manner. The areas of collaboration as indicated by my good brother is to ensure that any procurement entity, that intends to procure any cyber security related services, should ensure that the suppliers or these tenders who are selected actually ask. So to the extent that, Doctor mentioned applications being submitted to the PPA board, it doesn't end there. Applications that are submitted to the PPA board can either be for single source procurement under Section 40 of the Procurement Act or restricted tender under Section 38 and 30.
Any idea Frank Manti?
Na mrashebe dwane di ma de hwamo kwabre eye East abaton personal santemantemu we for Francisca watemensa enenen watabiri se tieni abasobode de mama mpanyi na narodan kwakufu ado achempiesie eye nana poga nana mafuru yemhyen ni nyina wode ama no na wachesa mampanyi na narodan kwakufu ado waba adwuma papa wada na semo piafo da se bra da se bimra biem na no nye besan se dan wona se na wode ma no wachesa mampanyi na narodan kwakufu ado betra benya ne so no mpunto pa wo kwabere East dia wode adware won ewa abaton peso ne so etwane ne manfo nyina no omani agye mampanyi hu ewo se no di mpunto esi dware wo mo enenam so a wode abasobode se edi mampanyi na wachesa mo krampo no mugusu a wo mo lobin omo sampe bebre krampo sande ba fran eye kwabere East mampanyi kran so hye bo abon no ba se kwabere East die wo behwe se ehon mo eba bia bro chokuto mu sanse mputo die wode be mo pa moto ba man nti eno mo de be man ho na yentie Francisco 10 next 22 day
enti enema bebre koso wo kwabere nyankopon adaroma ye hwe aban MPP aban a nyankopon adaroma enema bebre wo ha ye hwe mamponti akwan a bigidi se mo amu betimi etu ana mo afa so bongu se contractors wo so mo ye adwuma ewo mamponti ekwan na efa abrade no sanso na ekwan efa duma na afo contractors wo so mo ye adwuma wo so Kenya se kwan so meduma 80 ekwan bebre meka se so far about 8 different roads there contractors wo so mo ye adwuma wo so ada yinso anu so ho a aban so peso de ba ha agenda 111 no so ye tu ho na mo bebre ye hwe animu se enche se ne consultants ne ade no ma ye adwuma na kwa achi no se enche kra e dia so bebo fom na no so yetimi ahye adwuma de nase apart from that school dan ahodo oko safua yesi classroom block ho oko yesi library and ICT center ewo ho enu nyuma bebre oko amwa so asesi male and female ward ewo ho projects in there ya to apete the entire constituency. Of course, we would always say benya nema bebre sanse kwabre nema bebre ho ya kechi na so nyankopon adaroma ene MPP aban adaroma ntino enema edigu akwan mu ene secondary city so a eba no megidi yese ensesa bebre ebeba
eni ekwotie yeyi eye kwabre East na shebetwani Francisca watemensa enodin se tudwa nam sa suntim puntudwuma ne akwan hodo a wa mo hwegu on mutino de basobode de tienie mama mpanyi achempiesie na nado dan kwakufado kwakuboga se wayade
na yento so nse mofroma wa yakoba ne se aban ne se ye pa ye behunu nti ana ye kire boa eno nti wa na adwen se wode ye to ena be kire wo my Ghana na eto no nso waje ade ma afedi ba bia wode aduru no ebinim u kire mje se aban nam se ye bra afedi amamuwo no afono no esan se mpanifo se nkasa bia mse banya do ye de pam ana je bayire tata na afi ye ba ne se na wi akire yi wonfa pam ne je bayire tata na nka wode adwuma ena dede mabunu a no munya adwuma ye wi a na watimo mabɔwere wo to ogiem na wode adwuma no wonfa bi maaye wo sɔre nso a ala nkɔfo ye no a wo sase meje ho to na no wada obi kura no wakoye dan ho estimate ma je se 2.5 ye de ama no ene wo so de kotwa bet okoye ye dini fimfram aye ni nsuo no wote wo su se ya na nkɔkɔ ne bom ma no a aban se meje to account bi ma NDC amanye ko ni kirem kire se wono mo de won ba wono besesa no sanse de abaye ye no enye ne wiasim ja chede koma eja enya hayo what to one ase or my Ghana betumi ebu ne de ma aseje na afei wo de twintwene wo bu ya asa wo kwa asa wo ba ye entinu wo mo kire se anamo aban ne fa so a o tuo de kwade de to ahodo bi a anka ensem fatanom wo mu hunu se emwa entinu mba wo mbe ye firi ho nia o kase no eye NDC amanyoko nia wo frɛ maburu dom edema wonom National Youth Organizer eye George Pariado Pablo Kofota friends apa ena wokasa wode sansem wi atudwa
only tax need to start betting so crowd they are already now chronima Denkyiraman so they be cried and I'll try more statement or general issue of the taxes is going to be on the gross earnings. There's not even clear. There is a bit of ambiguity. That was all the statement. My name at the airport on Patrick said, oh, Sika now with the car and so for instance we cry 1,000 cities with the consider it's not 2,000 account one buy another tax 3,000 in I forget since 1,000 in a Sika and other me get to have a tools. Almost they'll be taxing gross. These are all taxing gross and not more. There's nothing that the profits not another tax. But me make tax right now, they got 200 on the crowd tax. So as also I'm in Sika equal system ma. Don't go now about them. I'm saying tax credit. I'm saying the sample for in Sika na me capital na because yeah, and also balance all the tools. So if the mouse is double tax important. The cash balance the tax. The impressive bit tax. Oh, that's already now. That's the idea. Abe and last resort. So the sanke juma hono ma million branch about for that. But the juma ni hono ma idea say no na boy in that. No na cash. So abai na so just go before so. All leakage is also system to tax. So no boy cost so ma ban. No see people are willing to pay when there's transparency. And who say the property eba ebe ye fio no. Ye ba ebe creating juma emma ye resort to better.
Entiani eti no George Opare ado wo frema bunu dom de ma NDC amanyoku no do not afre se Pablo no de sanse metu dwa na yentu aso nwremu wo eye nije ho nsensemi ema wei na enkane dwamtiani de ma Pentecostal and Charismatic Council I twente kan se PCC no na wonom na ekasei na wo de nsema tudwa wo chem chese se wo hele Nigeria na se nije ne yekoso ho ni din no a wo hunu nia ECOWAS ba tanye wa bibirim ha sei no a wo mu ate se ko na obi a hyem bi no wo mpese wo mo kire ne nyina no eyese Professor Paul Frimpong Manson se adenti ena empelemfo pese wonom de asrafo ena ekosiesie sansam no akoso ya aban tuguo ewo ni German mu no na wo mu no anamo mu tu wo mu se sojafo ne betimi aboa na wo se de wosi kan no a wo kire se wo ni German mu a wo mu aye o man na de hye na wo ho na nkasa no aye te se wo mani age se sojafo no kra no atu o mampani na firi wo Mohammed Bazoum no wo mani na firi wo kra eni se ko ba ne se bia wo kwa wanhwe ne yi a wo ba ko so aye wo kun bi a beboro so e kire se wo mu ani age a kire se wo mu kasa enti Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council enka ne dwamtiani na wo chemje se mpanifo hwe no mu hwe ne biom na se beya Ghana mampani so ntena se na wonhwe ade ne yie pa ansa na watu ho na mo sa anye sa na we na dwe se ebia wode asafo na ka ho no mo de akwa aha ye ntia papa
enye because say the can say some haircut economy say the issue developmental things say it has overwhelmed us. So who is going to fund the war? The other side and say assembly who I am friendly power. You have Burkina for be good northern Ghana Liberia buy Budumbura and Nkran Ivory Coast buy baby see intino meta kamekano GBC last and maybe na osibia so no so na chechire dasi e na chechire katira homasa won kan sta no ma so obia no the before ba and man and free homana nka ti before shoot to no ma no e no ti beto chechire nso okofa no no ti ahomanda chechire. We are say a global village intertwined na no je die ba je ne kure nye bi to Ghana bibi eja so bibi kan bi na aka se mfa no na yitin a to bi a repercussions that be ba kan no e sonko intimi mo die o ma person no die mempe just it should be the last thing and the last intimi so ko was say woman sharp woman diplomatic skills. People like Bin Chambers and the rest, woman register. Kofiana will not go for war. You would rather talk about peace. But the truth baby, we feel say it's too early now. It is. Say the amount for us here so cool. No money, you know, we celebrate. Woman development. They say the opposite. They know what is happening. You are here, corner. And the having.
enti we no wo na ye ko na ba ko ha dwen na ye bisa kura se we no eye wo na eye kon na ye ko ana se ye ko se ye di ye betimi ato yi enti we no ye Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council enka ne dwamtiani Professor Paul Frempong Manson wakasa wie no na wo bisa se enti se no asafo na ECOWAS kubatan ne se wode wo mo ko no anu nti wo pese saa manya hodo no a wo mo hye sa ko ni nyina bi mu no emfa asafo mra no wo bisa se enti saa ne ye koduru ho a Nigeria for no dodo sen na ebekun wo mu na ye anso ye di asafo ne ko no ye anso ye di ni mu dodo sen ene ebewuo ya boa ye ho e de san ne me na gunsani ani ahwa ana
ni nyira no ekon na ye ko no ahomboa be ne aye resources be ne wo na amanfo a ye free mu ahokon wo mu pene so ana inti me fa se Nigeria for pleso Ghana for pleso Togo for pleso ya hyehyemra say ye democracy en ya hyehyemra say ye moya ban ho ban na me chesi ya covid ya economy nyina yesu bi so British wood institutions na boy we have the resources it is a pros and cons and you to determine the minimum the immediate say where the amamu na say presidents bin sa any security position no manoma inti ma o mo kwan no mo analyze so mo ko na say bonan ko ye Afghanistan mfie dunia miyechi enko ye another Vietnam enko ye Libya any Iraq that ti onyidia na say corner the asomdwe da ba eye na ko e bia somdwe ba casualty social adwen ho o ma na ye kwadwo wo mo dipa do se na ye kohwere wo mo ne ani aye ko no do se na ye kohwere wo mo sika sembe ne ade na Sudan de enka ho reason nyina so ye Africa nti minimum there I'm really thinking aloud because one side ne bia ya nkwa next time if we Nigeria ebedu ha wo democracy no mo independent
Eni ayeti ye no ye Professor Frempong Paul Frempong Manson na de se wode sansem we tudua no enka ne dwamtie ni de ma Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council
na sisi amene wo kasa de enen asanabo sumine de taso du enso ne chana du watwe no na chese ECOWAS mpanimfo ne omasrafo mpanimfo ni bi no ne ama mpanimfo ni bi enso ba be ye hyemude e wo ma Ghana ma eguso kra ekoso nkramantam na wasan hyemude yi ena oswafo na hwe bamba wonsem so e wo ma mu eye Dominicanity wo wona so kokopie mu asebi na wochese Economic Community of West African State a itwente kan eye ECOWAS bebrema toye aman no wo mo so mbetase na so mo tase so a na che so mu yi eye adwene egu aproso enso apapa mu no mu yematase ne se eye besepane konu hahan no na eno na betumi abo mo mahunu se ne gya ye kono etwase kom na dia srafo kwa na se yenko tase no munim komo ana se yenso makrofo se enso enkwa ho na behunu dia se wode ko na wobra ogina simpia ne apaso je kasemu a ECOWAS defense a mate na ekoso sisi ankamantam kura no ye bewura mu ya kasa kura no wo mugusu akwa eye na wo trechen semu na wo to atwadwe na wo chesem wo hwa abebrema toye aman panimfo na wo srada die si ye ebe mfisha aduosia aduoson aduokron ni ye 60 70 90 die si ye twamu na chese okon mentimo ase ye tu aben egunu aseno na esasa echi abayo eti so man transpa na manfa eye niam enwu akwama anhwa no mahu niam yi.
The result is that our people were there for the West, but today our nations within West Africa are sliding again into the era that we thought would never come. That is why it is clear to all of us that the security of the sub-region is going through one of the most difficult moments after the challenges in the 60s, the 70s, and particularly the 90s, when rebel incursions destabilized parts of the West African sub-region. And in recent times, the scourge of terrorist armed groups and violent extremist groups have rocked the Sahel region of West Africa. Stated already, the populations of these countries have been affected by these activities, and the people are paying heavy price. Loss of human lives, deterioration of critical infrastructure, school dropouts are abandoned, lingering humanitarian crisis, and states are gradually losing large tracts of their territory to these unfortunate incidents. Who now control and carry out various criminal activities and continue to conduct illicit cross-border trafficking. ECOWAS can only be weakened by these acts. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, as you are all aware, 4 of our member states are now facing sanctions for resorting to unconstitutional change of government, which contradicts the ECOWAS protocol on good governance and democracy. To be recalled that following the extraordinary summit of the authority of heads of state and government of the ECOWAS in Abuja, Nigeria, on the 10th of August 2023, convened sequel to the recent illegal detention of President Mohamed Bazoum by members of the Presidential Guard in the Republic of Niger on July 26, 2023, ECOWAS deployed all diplomatic efforts to resolve.
We aye Dominic creative na wono na we so for share bamba onsem so na wamena so no ma na chesesenshe mudia na ekoso no wasanja simpioni apaso na wode to eye army commanders animo mo ewo West Africa eye state na nimu so betisna be patch wada Poma chopa eso mo hwehuru sem wa humanfo wo eye bibrima toye ama hutomu no wo mo besan ede eye hope asasho mu biema ni da so wo mo besan de ero mu bio na titi kran sem wo mo sonsori nyina na ECOWAS de esine ni so besan wo ye wo bibrima atoye ama mu no eno so no ECOWAS ni betumi aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, during the last ordinary meeting of the ECOWAS heads of state and government on the political situation in Niger, which was held on the 10th of August in Abuja, our heads of state and government directed the Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff to immediately activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements for the deployment to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. The heads of states and government issued a communique which was signed by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria, who is their chairman, and they reaffirmed that President Mohamed Bazoum remains the legitimate elected president and head of state of the Republic of Niger, and he is duly recognized by ECOWAS, the African Union, and the international community. ECOWAS calls on UNWA and all other regional bodies to implement the decision. ECOWAS calls on the African Union to endorse all the decisions taken by ECOWAS on the situation in Niger. Further call on all partner countries and institutions, including the United Nations, to support ECOWAS in its efforts to ensure a quick restoration of constitutional order in conformity with normative instruments. You and your dedicated and loyal troops today stand on the threshold of history as professionals who are being tasked to help the people of West Africa to enable them continue to elect their leaders through free, fair, and transparent general elections. I am of the firm belief that you, who form part of the most experienced soldiers within our sub-region,
we aye opinion na hwe bamba onsem so enso ewo my Ghana Dominic Nitiwo ene won kramantamu eye ECOWAS eye chief defense staff ahodon so ababata se edwendwen kwamefa so Niger won so betu onso sano ene enso nsem odekoto dwa eno no we harishmama ha ena be mi akwame ade rapam to breka sense kan no ne nyina so asi shine enso de ko eye YouTuber won so ebubo mu de atumu ekama na apesma kan de share chance we enso ye obidumbie owusu adwumi mene
ohene ejekum tabono
yeso so da na me ma happy birthday fama ya foro atimuda hema ya oforowa ena asuna dehye inshiraba amakwa atma na wa ko school trade we antene ko bugaji
asuna dehye inshiraba amakwa atma entino ensin ko rumpiti pen
entino yunzo
sensin ko rumpiti pen
yo yate
amia se esi na wo mienu nyina so ye on birthday nyame hira wo mom kwantenti an
the
sky is the limit
nyame bi hira mo pa na mo ma nye bibi dia na se ya ye nkusu
o ma nye bia wo ni wo so pa o
na so wa nye bibi dia nkwa na ma ho fefo de na mutumi transe sa se
fa picture ba ko no bra
fa picture ba
area akitesi dem kama pa
dem kama mpacho mo ko YouTube ambe hu
mo hadu nkwa amrante ne se
o yeso mo hadu nkwa amrante ende ya no kre omo te tudu nkwa amrante asepa
mo na mana traffic ati
nye easy kra o de ko Facebook wa traffic be chew data no ma untumi nyi free o omo mienu na edi birthday no omo mienu so oni room omo news department omo boy adwuma yankwai yeso ma kwa me metan so fama
Ekia mesra onfa ofone mame enye call ba ko bi masisi awan pacho.
Hey, and nansu biu. Someone send me catch 20 and